at their dinners when they make the announcement, Ron Chopper Harris, 795 appearances. And the reason I get a little bit disappointed is that they never ever mention all the goals I scored for Chelsea Football Club. I can remember every goal I scored in those 795 appearances, and I did manage to score 13. Some of the most popular questions that people ask me, and what I'll do, I'll speak for half an hour, you can top your glasses up, and then I'll come back and I'll open the floor for you people to ask me some questions. And as I say, the most popular questions people always ask me is, who were the best players that you've ever played against? Well, I always single two players who I think were great players. A lad that sadly died, about 4 or 5 years ago, called Georgie Best. And Bestie, I've always said to people, they're one of the best players I ever attempted to kick in the 21 years I was at Chelsea Football Club. And I remember having the task one evening of supposedly marking this Georgie Best at Stamford Bridge one Wednesday night, and I don't know why, but Bestie always seemed to turn on the business when he come down to London, and this fella run me ragged, and we were 3-0 down, 3-1 down at half time, and he'd scored twice and floated a lovely ball for Dennis Law to put them 3 up just on the stroke of half time. And I remember going in the dressing room, sitting in the corner, still feeling a bit dizzy, because as I say, the fella turned me so many different ways. And Tommy Dockey was my manager at the time, and I don't think he was too impressed, because he come in and had a right go at us. And on hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have said too much. I should have just shut my mouth and not said anything. But I did react, and I just said to Tom, look, what do you want me to do? Break his leg and get sent off? And he just looked at me and said, don't worry, son, they will miss him a lot more than we will miss you. And another lad that I've worked with over the last 6 years, I think was one of the greatest goal scorers this country ever produced, was a lad called Jimmy Greaves. And as I say, I've had the pleasure at the theatres, for 6 years working with this fella, and Jimmy taught me, I've been truthful to you, that he only ever scored 1 goal against me in all the years I marked him. But Jimmy taught me one thing, never to talk to the opposition. And it was one of the first games I played in at Chelsea, actually, and he was in, I think, one of the greatest Spurs sides around for a long time. And they had people like Bill Brown, Baker, Henry, Blanchflower, Norman, Mackay, Cliffy Jones, John White, Jimmy Greaves, Terry Dyson, and a big centre forward called Bobby Smith. And I remember after about 5 minutes that Cliffy Jones clipped the ball to the far post, and as I went up to head the ball and Pete Benetti, our goalkeeper, time come out, Bobby Smith put me and Pete Benetti straight in the back of the net. Big fella he was, and the referee blew up and gave a foul, and Smithy walked over to me and picked me up and said, welcome to league football, son. And that taught me 2 things. 1, to get in first, and 2, to look after yourself. And I think I've done that very successfully for 21 years.